Hi, my name is Ryan Dabbs, and I'm gonna go ahead and present a weather app that we built as our final project, which has a few different features for our users. So the first feature is querying weather conditions for a specific location based off of a zip code. So firstly, our this feature also handles any invalid input for zip codes. So for instance, if we put a zip code, we only accept zip codes of 5 digits. So if we were to input a zip code of 4 digits and query for that, it's going to say it has an invalid zip code length, and it will do the same for any zip code of that is not 5 digits. So if we were to add a valid zip code, for instance, the zip code for College Park, it's going to go ahead and show us this little query result page with the current weather, the current weather conditions, the wind speed, a little image, and then also what it feels like outside. And then there's this little home icon that helps us return home. So the next feature is to allow a user to create their own customizable watch list, which consists of just locations that they're interested in, seeing the different weather locations. So we'll go ahead and what this will do is if the user already exists, has already existing username, it will just add the zip code that they put, append it to their watch list. Otherwise, if it were a first-time user like myself, Ryan, we're going to add a zip code for the first time. And this also handles any invalid zip codes just as the search functionality does as well. So I'm going to go ahead and enter in the zip code for College Park and add it to my watch list. And it'll give me a little confirmation saying that I've added it. And then also if I add another zip code for myself, valid zip code, it's going to go ahead and do the same thing and confirm that I've added it. And then if I add a watch list for a different user, Elliot, a valid one, it's going to add a valid zip code for Elliot's watch list. And it'll give us that message. So the next function that we can do, I'll show you really quick too, that now after adding these like new users and new watch lists, this is what will appear in MongoDB. So our username and then the associated zip codes for our watch lists. So now onto the next feature, which is being able to view your watch list in the dashboard style view with a table. So for instance, this also accepts only valid users. So in this case, I would only be able to query for Ryan or Elliot. So if I were to query for our other group member, Madhavan, he's not going to be there, and it's going to say Madhavan has no watch lists to view. And then otherwise, if I query for myself, Ryan, I'll be able to then see watch list that it spits back out, and it just has in table format the locations that I've selected. And then we can go home and we can also view Elliot's. As you can see, Elliot's will spit out. So then the last functionality would be to delete from the watch list. So this allows an existing user in the database to delete a zip code from their watch list. So for instance, if we tried to delete our other teammate Madhavan's a zip code for him, it would be invalid because he's not a user in the table. So it's going to say Madhavan does not have a watch list. Otherwise, if we try to delete something from Ryan, if we try to delete from Elliot's database, an invalid zip code or zip code that's not part of his list, it's going to say that it's going to give us an error message and say that zip code was not in Elliot's watch list because his only contains 20878. So if I try to delete the one valid zip code that's in his watch list, this is what will happen. It will get rid of it successfully. So we show that, and it'll say, oh, delete it from Elliot's watch list. And then we can view Elliot's watch list, and it's going to be now empty, as you can see. And we also handle the case where trying to delete from Elliot's like a zip code from Elliot's watch list when he has no zip codes. And what will happen was it will give you an error message saying that there are no zip codes to delete in Elliot's watch list. So this is kind of just shows the basic functionality for our weather app, and we really enjoyed working on this project, and we thank you for your time.